beautiful soul. Welcome. This is Rochelle with the Healing Rose. So I'm doing a hopefully quick little flip through of the Past Life Energy Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor. The illustrations are by Sherry Polk. So we have 44 cards, and I only have one other of her decks. I think it may have been one of her first ones, the Energy Oracle cards. So it says, discover the karmic energy of your past lives. Unknown karmic patterns from the past could still be influencing and even blocking your deepest desires. With the Past Life Energy Oracle, you can reveal and shift those unwanted energies, bringing greater joy to your present and abundant blessings to your future. This deck is designed to ignite your intuition so you can open to the loving guidance of angel and spirit messages. When you learn about the past and break free from karmic vibrations, you can take an accurate look into your future and its unlimited potential. All right, so let's take a look. I like how we have matte and then that shiny reflective wheel. I actually really like the design of this, so I've had it on pre-order for a while. I bless the past and let it go. I am free. That's a lovely sentiment. So the guidebook, the cards, there's the back of the box. All right, so let's see what she gives us in here. All right, so there's bonus guided meditations. Talks about reincarnation karma, about the cards. There's card spreads. Let's go page 29. Let's see what spreads she gives us. So one card, the Wheel of Time and the Road. All right, interesting. So we have descriptions, but no... Let me see. No diagrams. That's an interesting choice. And then the card meanings, we have a blurb about the thing, the karmic shift, and an affirmation. All right, sounds interesting. Interesting choice to not give us a diagram for the spreads, but there's so many out there. Honestly, it's nice to just sometimes just have the description. So let's see, let's get this thing off of here. So the backs have that same really beautiful motif that we have on the front of the box, which I quite like. I have to be honest, I actually really like that. So let's put this in with the spreads because I'll want to read those later. All right, so our cardstock. This feels very much like the typical Hay House cardstock. It does have, it's not like complete, like it's not matte, like the inexpensive feeling matte, but it's not quite that rose petal finish. It's sort of in between. Like you can tell it's a coated card, but actually nice. I mean, they slide pretty well. They're not like sticking together or anything. So that's always wonderful. All right, so shall we bring you closer? Let's see. Oh, lovely. So we have idyllic memories, peace and tranquility, wealth, Archangel Metatron. Okay, so she has included her, the archangels in here. She did that in the Energy Oracle too. Archangel Gabriel. This is a really happy looking Gabriel. Phobias, addictions, warrior, Archangel Michael, self-doubt, caretaker, shaman. All right, so I think it's just a lot of really interesting sort of general concepts as opposed to a specific past life like ancient Egypt, you know. It's interesting choice for Raphael to be so light. A little bit of green there though. Relationship repeat. Shift, release, or enjoy. parental-child relationship. Oh, I like Uriel. Physical issues, illness, accident, or injury. Interesting. That broken carriage wheel is responsible for so many. Every old novel you read, someone's had this tragic misfortune because of a broken carriage wheel. Some of the work here is really ornate, really lovely. Personal power. Devotion. Deceit. Okay, so this kind of reminds me a little bit, it's sort of a little bit like the Time Traveler Oracle. Although as opposed to a specific place, it's an idea or a concept. I kind of, to be honest, I think maybe in my mind I had a slightly different expectation of how the cards might have been done, considering, we didn't really see, there wasn't really a preview at the time when I pre-ordered it. And the energetic realm. All right, well, let's draw this out a little bit. Let's do a sample reading. And let's see what our shuffle is like. Oh yeah, they slide really well. So that's nice. Really smooth shuffle. I'm kind of liking this cardstock. Like when you first feel it, you're like, oh, it seems like, yeah, if you were to bend it and fold it, you could put a bend in it. But the shuffle is really smooth. So let's just see. Let's get a card. Should we pull one card or should we do one of the spreads? Let's see. The energy circle or wheel of time. Place 6 cards around the central issue. Okay. This simple spread is my favorite. All right, a series of cards in a row of 6 or 7, starting at the left, moving to the right. And move down to the next one and start again. Oh, so I've actually watched her demonstrate this spread. It's a long one. Let's just do one card. Yeah, when she does her road, it's like a row of cards, then another row of cards, possibly another row of cards. So it's quite an in-depth reading. All right, let's take this one. It's popping out. Devotion, spiritual practices, intuitive history. And there's the bottom of the deck. All right, so let's see, number 35. I like that they're numbered. That makes them easy to find because they're clearly not alphabetical. Devotion, spiritual practices, intuitive history. Though a few other cards signal intuitive past lives with varied spiritual pursuits, this card reveals a profoundly deep vein of spiritual history running persistently through your eternal life. In fact, your intuitive powers are in great expansion even now, and if you're not already working on this purpose, do not dismiss the possibility of great success and professional notoriety for your psychic skills. Your path may have tended more to devotion than prediction. However, you may have been a monk, a missionary, or a Vestal Virgin, assigned to keep the ceremonial fires burning. So if you find yourself called to deep religious or philosophical study, let yourself dive right in. If you've already been engaged in some spiritual practice in a half-hearted way, now is the time to devote yourself more deeply to these pursuits. The river of spiritual awareness is like life's blood for you, and this card compels you to make your faith and practice a core priority, a primary element of your daily focus. If this card is near Uriel, you might find yourself drawn into career in mediumship. If it's near Raziel, you may become a professional reader of the Akashic Records And if it's near Metatron, you may become a biblical scholar. So it's kind of interesting. So depending on what archangels, so if you were drawing this out in a spread, so it's nice that she has that sort of relationship issue that she's including in the cards, so that if you're doing a spread and you're like, instead of going, this means this, that means that, it's like, what's in relationship to it, which actually gives you usually a deeper reading. So the karmic shift. It's time to get serious about how much spirit you will allow into your life. You may doubt your abilities, or you may feel this is a frivolous diversion, but in the long span of your eternal life, this is actually the most important task that moves through your soul's process. So start a practice of daily meditation and devote yourself to a deeper understanding. The affirmation. I open myself to the depth of my spirit's wisdom and faith. The truth of all time vibrates within me and around me. Interesting. I kind of like that. Neat. All right. So I think this is going to be an interesting one to work with. I'm kind of looking forward to this one. Yeah. So I hope you've enjoyed that. We tried to keep it brief today. I did have another deck arrive, so I'm kind of excited to start working with some of these new decks and just see how they play out, see how it plays with other decks, and see what actually comes through with them and see what the readings are like. Interesting. Yeah. I like the way they look. Definitely. I think this is going to be a cool one. Awesome. So if you're still here, thank you so much for watching and tuning in. And I hope that whatever's going on in your life, that you have an absolutely fabulous day and a wonderful week ahead. Take care.